Hello, hope my audio is loud enough. So today I'm going to show you how to install this software called Blender 3D software. This software can be used for architectural visualization, it can be used for 3D modeling, it can be used for VFX, and it can also be used for creating animations. Yeah. So today I'm going to show you how to install it because it's just a simple step, and I'll show you some few basics. So the first thing I'll first uninstall it because it's already installed in my computer. So for those who are using the software, can be used on Mac OS or Windows. So for those who are using Windows, you can go, if you probably have installed it and you want to uninstall it, this is the process, because I have to uninstall it so that I can show you how to install it. So you can go to Control Panel. This is for the Windows users, and go to Program and select the Blender by right clicking, then right click it, click Uninstall, then you can press yes, then press yes again and wait for it to uninstall. So I'll fast forward so that I can show you the next steps. For those who are wondering what this is just another software for screen recording that those who create tutorials can use. I'll create a tutorial maybe in future. So it has already uninstalled. So let's go to Google Chrome, or you can use even Firefox. Type Blender and you'll get something like this. So click it, and there's this version for as you can see, today is on 4th of July 2021. So this version will be different probably in 3 months, 1 year. So there are two versions here. There's the LTS and this normal one. So it has been advised by several people it's better to download the LTS version, so you can research why, but it's not important because here I'm guiding you. So download the LTS version, which will be the highest at that time, which will be at maybe 3 point something or 4 point something. So click it and click download Blender 2.9 LTS, in future it will be more. So there are different versions. For the Mac OS, here is yours, and for the Linux, here is yours, and for the Windows, it's just download. But I think even it automatically reads which software is running on your computer, so that doesn't matter a lot. So click here Blender and wait for the downloading pop-up. So I've downloaded it before, that's why I'm actually using IDM to download. So this pop-up probably will be different. It will be located down here in a different way depending with which software you use to download. So that doesn't matter anyway, so download it. I'll press OK and it will pop up that way, then I'll click start. So I've already downloaded it, so let's just download it again anyway, doesn't matter. So I'll fast forward it and show you the next steps. So our software is almost finishing downloading, as you can see here. So it has finished. Let's open the folder. I want to save mine in a different folder, so I'll right click and cut it. Then I want to save it in this drive of projects and create a folder and name it Blender Tutorials. Then I'll double click it and create a folder called Blender Setup. Then I'll paste it here. So now I'll double click it. Now you press next, accept terms, next. Now mine, I don't want to save it on the C drive because I just don't like saving it. I usually assume that it will clog my computer or something, so I usually prefer to save it in a different location, which is the file that we have created. So let's browse and go to projects and Blender tutorials. Now let's create a new folder and name it Blender. Yeah, so let it be saved there. Press OK. This step is not that important, but I usually just prefer it that way. So press next and install. So I'll fast forward this process, hopefully it won't take long. Then I'll show you the next steps. So press yes and it will install it. For those who want to move and yeah, it has been finished. So let's open it and let me show you how it works. So when you open it, let's first wait and see. When you open it, you'll find something like this. So don't be discouraged with all these things that you're seeing here, because as an artist you'll only use like 20% of them. So don't be discouraged, trust the process. So the first step is, let's go to general, and the first thing I'll first show you how to save a file. So before that, there's an add-on that we want to install so that it will help me to show you what I'm pressing on the keyboard. It's called a screencast tool. That screencast tool, I've put it in the description link. You have to, for those who want to teach, you'll use it, but if you won't be teaching, just for practicing mode, you don't need it. So mine is already somewhere in my computer, so I'll go to file, and not file but edit, and go to preferences, then go to add-ons, then install. Then I'll look for it where I've saved it. I think I've saved it here in projects and backup data, add-ons, screencasts. So what you'll see, it will be a zip file. If you look at the description, in the description it's a zip file, so you'll just download it, and this is for those who need it. Actually, for me, I need it because I'm teaching you guys. So install it, and once installed, let's search it. Screencasts. Here it's already activated, as you can see. If it hasn't been activated, you click it to activate it here in this checkbox, then close it. Now you can press N to activate it. Press N, then go to screencast tool, then click here to activate it. So if I press N again to remove that taskbar, you'll see it here down, as you can see. Then let's press N again so that I can show you some few functions. You can move it here this way by right clicking without left clicking without releasing, and you can also right click here without releasing to move it upwards and downwards. But I think the way it has been positioned, it's better. You can also change the font size, and yeah, 15 is good. So if I press N, it will show here. So yeah, that's just the basic. Then the next thing I want to show you is the different modes of view. So there's this solid view mode that you are in. There is the material view mode. If I click it, it will load a little bit. So let's wait for it to load so that you can see. It has hung a little bit, but yeah, it has changed. But you can't realize it right now. But in future, as we work on the future tutorials, I'll be showing the importance of these modes. And there is a render view mode. Let me click it. Hopefully it won't load for a long time. That's the render view mode, and this is the wireframe mode. So what we'll be working on right now, I'll be showing you using the solid view mode, and this is the best option because it won't lag, because it's not loading the materials. That's a little bit advanced. I'll be showing you that in future. So as you can see, the panel, we have three things. Let me expand this panel by hovering the mouse here on the right and expand it that way. We have three things: camera, cube, and light, which you can click them by highlighting here, or you can click them physically here. So the one that will be selected is the one that will be taking the commands that you have put. Like if I've selected the cube, if I want to move it upwards, I'll press G and lock it on the Z axis. So as you can see, it's moving on the upward side. So if I want to press again, scaling it, scale it, and the Y axis, as you can see, if I move my mouse, it's scaling it on the Y axis. The Y axis is the green one, the red axis is the X one. The X axis is the red one. Yeah. So let me first tweak the screencast tool. Let's say the maximum is okay. Yeah, it's okay, everything. So, and again. So let's move it upwards. You can move the object upwards by pressing G and locating it on the Z axis by pressing Z. Then it will move upwards. You can also rotate by pressing the middle mouse button, and you can rotate it that way. You can also decide and scale it on the Z axis by pressing S. Make sure it's the object then that has been selected, because if it's these other objects like the camera and the lighting, it will scale the lighting if it's the lighting that has been selected, and it will scale the camera if it's the camera it has been selected. So you have to ensure the object has been selected, the one you want to put the command on, like scaling. So let's scale it on the X axis by pressing S, then lock it on the X axis by pressing X. Then if you move your mouse button, it will scale it that way. You can move it upwards, the mouse button forward, it will scale it that way. So it's that easy. This is just the basics, and in the next tutorial I'll be showing you how to create a square plate. The plate will have a marble material. I'll create two plates, a marble material and a glass plate, so that you can see the difference of creating the two. We shall be using textures, and other fun stuff. And like, you can also change this is the object view mode. Okay, it's good to know. You can press tab to switch from the object view mode to the edit view mode. The edit view mode is where you can edit, by pressing. If you press tab, it will switch from object mode to edit mode, and you can also use it. You can change it here, object mode, edit mode, and you can use it to modify this object. If you want only to scale the top part. Right now, as you can see, it's selecting the vertices, which are these corners. So I can change it to select the faces here, and I can move that face by pressing G and locking it on the Z axis, something like that. So this is just the basics, and follow my basics tutorial and shall be good in using this software. This software can be used for architectural visualization, it can be used for 3D modeling, it can be used for animations, it can be used for VFX, those who create movies, So it's a software that I'm proud to teach, because I know it will be useful in future. So let's meet in the next tutorial where I'll be teaching you how to create a plate. And for those who want to be notified when I create my new tutorials, you can subscribe and press the notification button, and yeah, you'll be notified. So let's meet in the next tutorial. Thank you for your time and have a great day.